Look, this guy's had a few weeks off. There's only one way to end an episode like this. It's been way too long. You guys know what's about to happen. As I bring to the stage the Hall of Famer with the most appearances ever, the most interviews. He's back, and he's redder than ever. This is the long-awaited return, the longest we've ever gone without seeing him. This is the Memphis Strangler, the Big Red Machine, the Memphis Strangler, the Big Red Machine. This is William Montgomery. William Montgomery.
When Trump's people took over, they discovered Biden had budgeted $50 million for condoms in Gaza. I'd heard they do a lot of tunneling over there, but damn! They just found vomit in Denmark that is 66 million years old. Red Band, you never told me you did stand up for cavemen. Because when somebody does so bad as stand up, the people in the audience vomit. That's what I was going for. So I've got a rebranding opportunity. Instead of Goldman Sachs, Goldman Sex. It's not about your asset size, it's your circumcise. A woman recently went blind when she accidentally put nail glue in her eyes instead of eye drops. I'm not a doctor, but here's some advice. Don't do that again, you stupid bitch. Okay, that's my time.
Exactly. 59.99 seconds. Almost like a man with the all-time record. The man who's done it more than anybody else. William, we have missed you. Welcome back
I know.
home.
Thank you so much. It really is so nice to be back. This is kind of honestly, this is a very cautionary tale. I was playing too much Call of Duty, and it made me depressed, Tony. So I stopped playing it, I think, 3 weeks ago. Now I'm back working out and reading books, trying to get out of my funk that I have in my brain. Because seriously, if you're out there grinding for these camouflages on your weapons, it turns into this really sad, depressing nightmare. So if you're one of these people doing this, stop immediately, start working out, start reading books, do something different for your brain. Because it really, Tony, turned very dark for me.
It is true.
How do you break a Call of Duty addiction? How do you break it? Just start shooting real people.
Yeah.
How did you wean yourself off of it? You were in very deep.
Yeah, I really, Tony, was feeling horrible in my brain. I was so horribly down, and I would like to think, I'm gonna blame it on the Call of Duty, and things are better now that I'm not playing the Call of Duty, but seriously, I was playing, 15 hours a day.
It's a real thing. I don't allow myself to have a legit video game system.
Yeah, don't ever do it, Tony, because it's so fun.
I know.
Like, it's really fun,
it
but it's
very,
too much.
very easy to just sit there and live a life of fantasy.
Yes.
And there's perhaps a lot of people out there listening right now, I'd imagine, that look up to you. And, which is absolutely insane to me. But I'm
Well,
sure
there was one sweet guy on an Instagram post I did. He's like, oh my gosh, I was going through bad times. Your comedy's really helped me. I was going to kill myself or something. And then some piece of shit said, well, you should have killed yourself then, dumbass. Because I don't know.
Well, in my defense, I was drunk when I wrote that. So I didn't think you were going to read it. So tomato, tomato. But, by the way, seeing a guy play Call of Duty with a Sesame Street Live shirt has got to be the most terrifying thing.
What are your big plans for 2025? This is our, I believe, first time seeing you this year. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's
Since
been
New Year's
January off.
We miss you, William. You're a staple of the comedy world, and you're one of the funniest
Nice to
guys
be
on
back.
planet
It really
Earth.
is.
I mean, you just took 20 years off. What the fuck do you know?
I've got YouTube. Yeah, I don't know. This is my first time meeting you, but I get a good sense of you that you're needed. You're needed. Fuck you, Tony.
Yeah, you're talking about You're talking to him like a fellow. You're talking to a fellow Kill Tony Hall of Famer or something.
Well,
like that.
I feel like he brings a lot to the to not only the show but to the world. So that's what I'm trying to say.
I could not absolutely agree more, William. You are a ridiculous superstar. You are our Conor McGregor, our Hulk Hogan. You are the man.
I feel like we should ramp up President's Day just a notch. Like we should all be forced to kneel on rugs that face the Washington Monument and pray to the gods that we elected. So the buzz in Hollywood is they're making a prequel to Cliffhanger and it stars a volcano. Because volcanoes make mountains at Cliff. Okay, let's keep moving. Fuck. Elon Musk says that millions of people receiving Social Security payments are between 150 and 200 years old, with one person being 360 years old. Red Band, I knew your mom was old as shit, but damn! Oh. Fuck! Germany is cracking down on hate speech. Seems a little ironic. Okay, that's my time, Tony.
59.99 seconds. Like the man who's done it more.
Fuck, I was so close to a minute.
Ever. You nailed it, my friend.
I was so close to a minute, Tony.
You are the absolute best, William. One of the most loved human beings in all of the art form. An international superstar, unlike anything we've ever seen or fathomed before.
Tony, I felt so bad for the mime guy. He seemed genuinely, not to talk about other stuff, but that seems sad.
How long have you been doing the disappointing mime act?
Like 6 months.
6 months. What made you want to switch from being you to a disappointing mime?
I was already disappointing, so I just decided to add something to it.
How'd that get sadder than what just happened?
Who told you you were disappointing before?
My family.
Wow, this is absolutely incredible.
This is the happy me, all right? The other me is sadder.
Is that true, or are you trying to be funny?
No, that's true, man. I didn't lose my virginity until I was like 22. And the only reason that happened is because I got robbed.
Wait, what?
That's a whole nother story. You don't have time for it. Don't worry about it.
Okay. We're going to keep it moving along here.
Thank you.
Jasper.
Appreciate that.
There you go. Tell me
Something
about
sad
it.
about it.
Tell me about
I don't know. It just seemed like he was really feeling bad. It seemed like he was really depressed. And I want to say, thank God I'm still back off of the Call of Duty camo grind. And Tony, I've been doing the row machine. Guess how many miles? They do row machines in meters, but guess how many miles I've done since the beginning of February on the row machine?
How many?
61.
Whoa.
I am doing a shit ton. It's wonderful. I'm listening to Blues Traveler exclusively. It's been a very therapeutic thing for me, Tony.
Have you thought about, because we have a very, very beautiful, very famous river here, have you thought about rowing in real life?
I don't know. Well, I've looked up clubs. They have clubs here in town, so maybe one of
You don't even need a club. You could just have your thing. You could just have your thing and go out there. Your canoe.
I need to figure it out. I need to figure out the logistics.
You could have your own
It's probably
kayak.
doable.
You could have a kayak
Yeah.
and row.
Maybe I'll start doing that. We'll see. I don't know, Tony. I'm figuring it out.
Is there something about where is the rower in your house exactly? What part of the?
It's not in my house. It's at a gym. It's at a gym. It's not at my house. Maybe if I can get out of the one-bedroom apartment, I'll maybe at some point, it's a dream to get a rowing machine. I get in my car today, Tony, and the fucking volume doesn't work. I'm trying to listen to some Blues Traveler. I was going to listen to Hook on the way over here, and the fucking volume's busted on the fucking Volvo.
Why? How could that possibly be? How could the volume be busted?
I don't know. I was trying.
Wow. Now, when you say the volume's busted, does that mean you can hear it a little bit?
No, not at all. It wasn't even working at all.
Wow. My goodness. So, but when you get to the gym, you put in headphones?
Correct. Yeah, I got the kind that you just put inside of your
Ear.
ear.
Yeah, that would be
It's a good kind of do. It's a good kind to do.
How far is your gym? How long is your drive in your car?
10 minutes.
Do you drive over the river to go row in a gym?
No.
You don't?
No.
Your gym's on that side of the river?
It's over by Initech. I watched what is Office Space last night? Yeah, it's right by Initech. It's very close to Initech. I took a picture outside of the building today. I did put the timer on my phone, but I'm standing right by the entrance of Initech.
It looks almost the same too, right?
I know, it's so exciting.
Have you ever thought about perhaps inviting Red Band with you? You guys could row together.
Can you swim?
Yeah.
Yeah, William, a fun fact, he's a superior athlete, a former cycling champion.
I'm the fucking state champion of Tennessee. I will be honest, there weren't a lot of people in the race, but I'm the state champion of Tennessee.
He's very close with Austin's own Lance Armstrong.
Yeah, it was wonderful. My mother and I don't think I've said this on here, but my mom and I met him when my mom was helping my brother move to town, and we meet Lance Armstrong up there, and my mom's talking to him, and she's like, yeah, William's dad rides a lot, not as good as you, obviously. And he looks at her, and he's like, yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. It was kind of insane. I love the guy. I still love the guy, but it was insane.
Yeah.
Nobody was insinuating my sweet father was fucking faster than Lance Armstrong. It was insane.
I don't normally talk about my personal life on the show very much, but I golf with Lance Armstrong. That's one of my golf buddies, and he is ridiculously competitive. Even though he's great at everything, he's still very competitive. So to hear that your mom, a sweet southern little tiny sweet lady, so sweet she's been on this show, one of the great guests, are the Montgomerys, the only duo of parents to ever sit on the panel of the show. To hear that she said, well, not as good as you, obviously, is just, I can't even imagine what he must have thought. Just what a stupid piece of shit she is. In that moment, even though I don't think that, I know that he thought that. There's no doubt about it.
For sure.
Just what a dumb piece of white trash this lady.
Yeah, that stupid woman.
Yeah,
that stupid
crazy,
white woman.
crazy thing.
He's real
to
racist
say.
too. He was saying,
Yeah.
stupid white woman. He was
Yeah.
calling her that.
Yeah. That's fun. William, what else is going on before we get out of here?
Well, nobody wants to hear this, but I'm getting back on the All Brand Buds because, Tony, I've been drinking protein shakes after I work out, and I've been going 2 and 3 days without shitting. So I've got to get back. But it's so weird, Tony. Everybody, again, be careful. This is really a warning. I used to love the All Brand Buds. I was eating them every day for probably a year, and then I had to stop. I overdid it. So now I'm looking at it every single morning, and I can't bring myself to open up the box. But I'm going to have to because I'm now at day 2 of not shitting. And I ate a bunch of food last night.
William, you are the absolute best. You are a legend.
Nice to be
we
here,
love
Tony.
you, and we did it again. Make some goddamn noise for the one and only William Montgomery.